Patience or the tolerance is taught in three aspects. First one is consistency. So you have to have consistency. You should not be jumping from one thing to another without finishing the first thing. And I think we can check that out by going into somebody's apartment and go to the kitchen. See how many uncleaned plates are piled up. So today's breakfast is eaten, plate is cleaned, put in the right place. Today's lunch is eaten, plate is cleaned, and put it in the right place. That means that person have good patience. If you find 20, 30 set of spoon and plates with half-finished meal piled up in the corner of the kitchen, will be unlivable, but it will also mean that person doesn't have development of basic patience, which is necessary. So this way, the patience and tolerance goes with everything, with friends. No patience, no tolerance, maybe you might have 5 divorces in your life. And patience and tolerance, if you are lacking, you might be changing 20 employers and 20 employees, and all kind of things, which is very stressful and absolutely unnecessary and absolutely unproductive in samsaric life. For enlightenment, then it is very, very serious. For samsaric life, it is hard, but not that serious, but hard. We lived countless lifetimes, we wasted one more life. It is hard. But we can make it up, because past countless lives we lived, and next countless life we will live, will be pretty much the same. Sometimes up, sometimes down. You don't like to hear about hell? Okay. So from heaven to animal. From heaven to animal. Okay? So up and down. High as you can get, low as you can, high as you can climb, low as you can fall. So in between that, we will waste countless lifetimes. Therefore, patience and tolerance is extremely important. Now, first aspect of patience is when somebody is not nice to you, then you are able to be patient to it. Patience, you are able to have patience towards it. That is basic one. I think that's what everybody think what patience is. Somebody irritates you, somebody try to bother you, and you are able to keep your sanity, and you are able to maintain your perspective, and without becoming hysterical. That is basic patience. Second aspect of patience is when you do good things, it is not very easy. You know? Always not like that. But there is a balance in our well-being. In our well-being, if the positiveness, the good karma is more than the negative and bad karma, then doing good things will be easier and doing bad things will be difficult. But when our bad karma and negativity is more, and our positiveness and good karma is less, then doing bad things is easier and doing good things is difficult. So let me ask you one thing. You think, and you check it out. For you to do something bad, like steal somebody's money, you cannot do it, right? That means you have lots of good karma. But there is others for whom they cannot stop doing it. That is the easiest thing that they can do. So same thing with lying, and all aspect of negative activity. So for some people, they are very difficult thing to do, and for some people, they are very easy thing to do. So the second aspect of patience here is about those of us whose negativity is greater than our positiveness, as a result of which, for us to do good things, we have to work hard. Doing good thing is difficult, and we find it very hard to do meaningful and good things. So enduring that and able to conquer and be victorious over that shortcoming. That is the second aspect of patience. Okay. Then the third aspect of the patience is the most profound and most sacred aspect of patience. That is patience or tolerance of understanding. For example, able to comprehend all sentient beings can attain Buddhahood. Able to comprehend all sentient beings have Buddha nature. Able to comprehend everything from the galaxies to the 5 rupees in our pocket are illusion. Able to comprehend all of this truly, sincerely, and clearly is the third, the most sacred aspect of patience. So these are the 3 aspects of patience, and these 3 will cover all aspects of patience. But of course, in detail, there will be many. It goes with every single thing that we have to involve in life until we attain the Buddhahood. Always, we have to be equipped with the patience. If there is such thing, a bodhisattva without patience will be in big, big trouble. Then the 4th paramita, which is diligent, or diligent, yes. And diligent is a very important part of the paramita, because it is the consistency which will lead you from one step to another. If we are not diligent, then we will stop anywhere when we get a little bit, how do you say, annoyed by it. in a way get little bored or little tired, then we give up and give in. So extremely important, and it is taught in 3 stages. The first stage is consistency. So it has to, whatever you do in the Dharma practice of Bodhisattva path, you have to have the consistency. And then the second is with joy, with honor. So once you have the consistency, you have to be able to continue with joy, honor, and appreciation. You can be hard-headed, and you can be like a bulldozer, goes on and on and on, but no appreciation and no joy and no honor. Then after some time, it can become negative. So you have to remember why you are doing what you are doing, and you have to constantly remind yourself and renew your aspiration and inspiration, so that way you are knowingly, happily, with honor, you are consistent. So that is the second aspect of diligence. Third aspect of diligence is until you reach the Buddhahood, you should not become proud of what you achieve. You can achieve wonders on the path. You will find yourself totally transformed. You find yourself respected by others, held up by others, so on and so forth. And you should never you should never allow that to become a hindrance for your continual progress. Whether somebody respects you or not, whether somebody upholds you or not, whether somebody misunderstands and so on, the other way around, your inspiration, your aspiration, your honor should be consistent without hindered by them. So that is the third aspect of patience. Third aspect of diligent. And sometimes this aspect of diligent is described as you should be never satisfied about doing good things. You should never say to yourself, I have been good enough. Now I don't have to try to be good anymore. There's no such thing. Until you reach Buddhahood, you can be better. And so this way, it should you should be able to continue without forging some kind of accomplishment and then get stuck there and nothing left but fall back. So this shouldn't happen. So that is the 3 aspect of diligence. Then the 5th paramita, which is meditation or contemplation, paramita. This is the This is the most, out of all the 6 paramita, the most important, essential paramita is this one. Because, of course, last one is very essential because that involves with the base of the 5th. The wisdom is the primordial wisdom, so that way it is very important. But primordial wisdom is there in every sentient being, including amoebas. You know? Yes. But essential is as it is, even after so many years of teaching, practicing, empowerment, still one can't recognize it truly. One can have glimpses of it. So the glimpse clear enough so that one is convinced. One can explain about it. One can somehow maintain some practice on it. But that is far from realizing it. I throw even 1 gram pebble into Atlantic Ocean, still it will create a ripple. So ocean as big as Atlantic Ocean, pebble as small as 1 gram, still creates ripple. So it is far from true realization of the ultimate essence. So this way, important as it is, the most important of all paramita is this one, because this paramita through practice will make you realize the 6th paramita. So it is the most important. Health is the most important, right? But healthy food and good doctor makes you healthy, right? So this is the healthy food and good doctor, the 5th paramita. Now the 5th paramita, the meditation have so many levels. Of course, when you look at meditation texts and meditation teachings, there's so many levels. And if you wish, and if your master, if your guru willing, you can receive the highest meditation teaching. Or if you wish, and your master willing, you can receive the most basic meditation teaching. But effect for you is the same, according to your level. It cannot exceed your level by practicing something supposed to be very, 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 very high. The effect of that practice will be your level. If your level is basic, it will affect you basic. It is like giving a very complicated philosophy book of 10 volumes to a kindergarten child. The kindergarten child will read it A, B, C, D. Can read the whole book, no problem. But will read A, B, C, D. Most of the book starts with D, so T, H, E. So that is what what effect it will have to that person. If you give that book to a high school child, then that high school child will read that book and will have understanding and benefit according to a high school child. And if you give this book to a professor, then it will benefit the person in a professor level. So the same way. So there's no such thing as practice too low or practice too high, which will affect you very highly or which will affect you very insignificant. For example, now I go a little bit into Vajrayana, okay? Many people ask me, what practice should I do? But all of these people who ask me this, they know Om Mani Padme Hum right and left. But they think this practice of Om Mani Padme Hum is too simple. And it is not a vanity. It is not a first class. You know, they want some kind of very, advanced practice which will force you to realize Buddhahood, something like that. Of course, there is practices, different level of practices, and there is sacred, very sacred practice and all of that. That is there. Of course, it doesn't mean that's not there. But Om Mani Padme Hum will do all of that. You know? But it is very difficult for me, because when I sincerely tell those, my dear disciples, try to tell, you say Om Mani Padme Hum 20 or 30 mala every day sincerely, that is good enough practice. They think I try to avoid them. They think I think they are not capable of understanding higher teaching. They think they have to get something very special. This is I'm treating them inferior, you know, something like that. So it is the essence of Om Mani Padme Hum, which is to purify the sixth defilement and karma of the sixth defilement, and transform the sixth realm into pure land, and transform the sixth defilement into wisdom. You end up becoming Buddha. You know? So Om Mani Padme Hum is more than enough for all the practitioners. I can bet anything. You can attain Buddhahood by only practicing Om Mani Padme Hum. I can. Yeah, that's enough. But of course, there's many other practice, and somebody like me, I have to continue the lineage of all the other practice as well. So knowing Om Mani Padme Hum is good enough. But there's 14 tantras that Marpa brought from India to Tibet. I wanted to maintain those lineages. You know, some